to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Amos Jones now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, after the 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they can't connect on a deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. We got second down. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Trying to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
70 range. 70 range.
Second and 10. No room to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. He has this down to the 34. It's a pickup of 26. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. So this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Design quarterback run here. He's out in the clear. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
60 Bobcat.
Milrow with it on first. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And for the first time, into the former Indiana Hoosier. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit. He's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, Mahomes. We'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's up the first. must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big hits. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
That's Broadway. That's his back for Sean Smith. And this one only manages the arm before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Viking, 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18. Pioneer. Bronco 80. Panther 11.
Shotgun now for Milrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant after the play. Lets the other guy know if you roughed him up, it cost him that catch.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80.
Milrow from the gun. That's incomplete left side. Elijah Arroyo the target on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ring, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, trap 50, trap 60.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And there's a man, it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. No short field. There's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on.
Harrison's up here and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to work they go after the interception. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connected. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Has him on the quick hitter. This winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. He'll come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Milroe. This is a heater going deep. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it after the 2nd interception of the season.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
It gives it to Pacheco to start the drive. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Pistol now for Mahomes. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Matt Araiza on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Pushing it up past the 30. Go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-6 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have it a little short of midfield.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. Working quickly here.
19 tight.
Throwing now, Milroe. It's a complete to Kenneth Walker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So 20 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
60 Bison, Buffalo 18.
1st down throw here from Milroe. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We got 2nd down.
Well, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 19, pioneer.
Now it's Milrow. Sends this to the end zone. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Let's go. 19, trap 50, trap 60. Cut 19, cut 19.
Milrow throwing on third down. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Sixty Bison. Ready.
Walker on first down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit. He's tackled after that 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing here, Milrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing third and long.
49 Broncos. Here we go. Ready. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Throw here, third down. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Red 19 tight. Hawk 70. Hawk set. Dragon 60. Go.
From the red zone now. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And that play is brought to a halt. So they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Brings up second and 2.
This is Walker on second. And the defense holds Brock. They catch him at the 40. Only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Takes a cut, and the ball comes out. And the Chiefs look like they have it.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line. And then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Top of turf, balls in, he lost it. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Seahawks calling for while a new offense preps to head out. We've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, and they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Brings up third down.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third? Third and long for him here. He put everything he had into this one. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's got it near midfield.
Horton on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Get it. 18.
Milrow now to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays where they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves, 19 Lux, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 79 Bronx. Ready?
Milrow throwing again now on second down. Short pass brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
Offense to the line fast.
And the Seahawks
Trap 60, trap 60.
first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
7 times go.
Milrow with it on first. It's his targets. That's Torrey Horton. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Get him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a hot.
He takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks grow their lead to 8.
14, Chiefs 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers, and I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
19, 18.
Second and 10. No room to throw. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Ready, ready. 19 tight. 19. Ready,
No throw. Third and long. Oh, brother. It's another interception. That is Lewis Cine. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it up. They get points on the ensuing drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
Harrison
You know,
Butker.
Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
The extra point is up, and it is good.
14.
And the Chiefs could have gone for two in the tie, but they choose to trail by one.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock, so he's going to take a knee, and this is... Come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10. Darnold. Has it downfield working the left. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. With 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout. There's a reset. Here we go. Ball with the 44. Going with the quick pass out line. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Design run. There's no run. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be third and short at the 35.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Yep,
One for Pacheco to start the half. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Pistol now for Mahomes. He's going deep to the left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yellow.
To the air, Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down. Return.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
It's a design run for Milroe. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
On that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Milroe. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly. Catch moves into the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. That gives the Seahawks the 1st. Goes to the hurry up here.
At the 48-yard line.
7 Pirates. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. 19 tight.
1st down throw here for Milroe. Escapes out to the left. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
With Lion. 19 Charger.
It's Walker on the option. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field. So it's forward for a couple. Over quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and
79 Broncos.
Here's Milroe to throw. Hits his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route.
Intercepted in the end zone. That is Lewis Cine. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. There are calls costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. The route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked. And the Chiefs, there he goes on the right side. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2.
It's far from this kicker's first NFL campaign, but I bet you it's one of the first kicks he's seen turn into points on the other side. Hey, listen, fault is shared by everybody, but I'm sure he'd prefer this to be the last time it happens in his lengthy career.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Well, in the pass block, that return would have gotten him a couple of yards, but now it puts him close to 10 yards shy of where a touchdown would have been. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that. Couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
2nd down run by Pacheco. He gets absolutely blocked to end that one. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Yellow.
Back to throw Mahomes. Oh, no, they did it yet again. That is Nick Emmanwori. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets him another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Let's go now.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. This one is up and good. The Seahawks push the lead up to 12. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? He's trying to push the field. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit run. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
18, tight end.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Cougar 19.
From the gun, Milrow. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throws to the right hand, going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone. Things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Rep roll even. Tracking 60. Buffalo 8. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Bobcats. 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Go.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett loose, incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd
Oh, and
down.
it's a fake puncher with the football. And no success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be driven from the Hoods pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Yeah, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week or in practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Here comes Pacheco. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Good gain on 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
15.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Looking inside the red zone. Pitch made. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Working quickly here.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, 43.
Now it's Mahomes. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That's much too high into the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's a design keeper for Milroe. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. It's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense to the line. 2nd down. Milroe from the gun. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. Offense in the hurry up here.
65 yards.
At the Seahawks, first down. A gain of 21 yards.
19 light.
First down, Seattle.
Milroe with it on 1st. On the move, headed right. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Look at that power, deep left side. And it looks great flying through the air, Brown. The problem's on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Getting focused defensively does lead to moments.
Brought in inside the 20. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league. Short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Rolling out to the left. Cup. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks have likely locked up the win right there. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Seahawks go up by 19.
34. Chiefs 15. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. And they pick him up again. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Milroe's going to sneak it. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Tag! Crack all 80. Let's go.
He's on one. Here's Milroe. He's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal.
Come on.
Quick pass right side, complete. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Went after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 180.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Yellow.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. You get 22 out of that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down. Offense in a hurry up here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And this is going to call incomplete in the end zone. Running it all right there. And we've got to regroup for 2nd down.
Yep. 180.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
it's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Connects on the deep shot. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent is just an all-around difference maker. Playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different. Built for the moment.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now.
Cup 19. Cup 9. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Bronco 80. Dragon 60. Stephanie.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Gonna let this one fly. Deep downfield. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but he sacked 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Going deep here for the end zone. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a